when people like kind of close down like that, it's not because it's you. It's because they lack the resources to connect with you in this moment. So in life, you have three things you can do. You can attach to experiences. You can detach to experiences, and you can be unattached to experiences. And I noticed when I worked in the dating environment, some people will come in to learn to improve their dating lives. They'd be very, very attached to the outcome of talking to somebody. If I go and meet this pretty girl and say hi to her, and she snubs me, I'm going to feel awful, because they're attached to getting a good reaction. When you're attached, you're not free. Then the next thing that happens, this is where most people get stuck, is they become detached. Well, I'm going to go up to her and tell her she looks amazing, and she might like it or she might not. And if she doesn't, it doesn't matter. On to the next. What that does, that creates a wall of numbness. And unfortunately, that's where most people end up. And then the third layer is being unattached. Unattachment is, I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just find out. And if pain comes up, and it might, no problem. What's it trying to teach me? There's only really 4 bad reactions you can get from people. The first reaction is like this face, when they're a bit puzzled. Usually, when you talk to somebody out the blue, they're in a trance. Like all of us are in trances all the time. You're in a trance right now, listen to my voice. No, I'm not. All right. Go back into trance. Okay, so when you're focused on one thing, you're in a trance. If you drive, you're in a trance. When you snap somebody out of a trance, the face makes this face. Their face will go like, what's going on? In that time, what you've got to do is be completely consistent in what you're doing. So you might walk up with a smile, and you'd be like, hey, and you break somebody out of a trance, hold your smile. Because while the brain's working out what's going on, whoa, it's looking for consistency of what to do next. And if it sees a nice, happy, smiley person, it's like, I should be happy and smiley too. And therefore, that's how it works. If, however, you walk up to somebody and you go, hi, and they give you this puzzled face, what's going on? And you go, sorry, and act confused yourself, that freaks them out. Because they're like, what do I trust? What do I trust? Confused person. I don't trust this at all. Go away. So that's how that creates a bad reaction. So that's the first negative reaction we can get from people, by breaking them out of a trance and not being consistent in what we're doing. The second one is you walk up to somebody and they've got their phone out, they're just busy texting, and you say, hey, and they just walk away. Ever had that one where you go and chat to somebody and they just walk away as if you didn't even exist? We look at that as like, this is more evidence I suck and I'm terrible and I'm never going to get this part of my life fixed. No. When people like kind of close down like that, it's not because it's you. It's because they lack the resources to connect with you in this moment. Okay? So you think about it, somebody's on their phone, person comes up, they're like, okay, it's easier to go over here. And that's why they do it. They're not as good a conversationalist as you. They're not as good at connecting as you. That's all it is. And yet, how many times do we walk up to somebody, approach them, and sometimes they just walk away? They just don't have the resources to hand. And that's okay. That's all right. They're not as far ahead on the journey as you. And in fact, if you did want to connect with them, just give them a bit of space. Maybe try again. Up to you. The third type of reaction we can get that we can think is part of our story, a chance to pick up more pain, is this one, where you talk to somebody and they give you this face, like the, you know that one. That face causes so much pain in the world, like the face of disgust. Like, who do you even think you are? What that is, that's the other person's pain coming up from the surface, welling up. Now, a really good tip for you. Don't pick up their pain. Don't add more pain to yourself. That person is a lot of pain. Why else would they try and create disgust? Why would they try and create that disbalance where they're superior and you're inferior? The disgust comes from them reinforcing their own identity of superiority. If you pick up that pain, you'll get stuck in that kind of trap as well. Don't. Just forgive them. It's cool, I understand. No problem. Move on. Don't attach to it. The fourth type of rejection, and the final one that I'm going to show here, is this one, where you walk up to somebody and they go, I'm going to keep it polite, they go, go away, or fuck off, or anything like that. Verbal, go away. Now, a verbal go away is due to you. All right. The other three are not. A verbal go away is usually because you're not calibrated as you're talking to that person. You've used the wrong kind of energy to chat to them, the wrong kind of emotional energy. You've gone really loud in a quiet environment. You've infringed on their space somehow. You didn't read the situation right. Calibration is when you go and chat to somebody, what is the least amount of energy I could use to connect with them right now? What is the least amount of energy? If you can find whatever it is, just above 0, that's perfect. You don't need to open a peanut with a hammer. If you can just break a little peanut open, that's great. Don't like right? That's how you get a go away. So if you see somebody you want to go and talk to and start a conversation, be gentle. You don't need to make an amazing impression. You just need to be present.